Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. We have videos today from manguide.
Many women I know have started dating women. 62% of men, right? Under 30 not trying to date. What's happening?
And that is men mature later. A boy's prefrontal cortex is 18 months behind a girl. The girl is basically competing against a 10th grade girl. Boys have better gross motor skills. They're faster and stronger. Girls have greater fine motor skills. Their hands, their oral skills, asking questions. Look at the behaviors we promote or encourage in primary school. Sit still, be a pleaser, be organized, raise your hand.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You just described a girl. When you digitize the mating market, people used to meet through friends, through work, and through school. Now
Correct.
They primarily meet online. When you digitize the mating market, you end up in the following environment. 50 men on Tinder, 50 women. 46 of the women will show all of their attention to the same 4 men, which leaves 46 men fighting over 4 women. This discourages men, and unfortunately, they have a very seductive godlike technology telling them they can have a reasonable facsimile of life online. Why go through the effort of having friends when you have Discord and Reddit? Why put on a tie and try and get a job when you can make money trading crypto or stocks on Robinhood or Coinbase? And why would you go through the effort of looking good, smelling nice, the expense, the resilience, the potential rejection?
So this woman was in a restaurant. She's looking around at all.
Because you feel good, you look good, and you smell good. You do those things for you. You don't do those things for the mating part of things. You do for you to give yourself a better life, give your family a better life, to provide for you and yours.
All she sees other women. Nobody on a date. No man and woman on a date. Just women, as she said, dating each other. So the commentary is that men don't want to be on dates anymore. They don't want to go out with women because it's a waste of time and money. So my question is, do men ever like going on a date? Do men like going on dates? They like going to restaurants and trying different foods and things like that. Is it something that they only did because women like to do it? Like if I'm going to get in a relationship and I say I want to go to a restaurant, am I making him do something that he doesn't want to do? A lot of men say they just rather stay home. But what do you guys think?
How did we
50-50 on this one. I think there's a lot of men that still like to go out and do things, but I think most men do enjoy staying at home. Like, why would we go out and eat when you can cook at home? I enjoy your cooking. It just makes sense.
we get to the point where women are choosing careers over relationships and men are choosing solitude over relationships? At what point did we decide that being alone is more beneficial than being together with someone? It's really sad to see that more and more people, especially men, are checking out of dating and are giving up on finding.
So a girl made a video about this on TikTok, and it's put in the most simple terms. I would say every girl I know right now wants a man who is masculine and a leader. And obviously that comes with like asserting dominance and all these things. And all these women want this, but then no women want to listen.
Correct.
They don't want to listen to the leader. So they want the leader, but then they're not going to listen. And it's so funny because it really comes down to like not listening to them is not only just extremely demasculating to them, it's like, so why would they want to be with you? They would go.
It's also disrespectful. You want me to lead, but you won't listen. Fuck you.
Be with a woman who's more feminine and like willing to listen. This is not like, I'm not talking about controlling crazy guys. I'm talking about this is what a strong man in his masculine is.
Guys.
So it's like when you're, doing the whole feminine, new wave feminism, girl boss, I don't listen to anyone, then that's okay. There's a reason why the statistics are saying that all you guys are going to be single and unmarried in the next 20 years is because you're not listening.
And based on the whole UK censorship battle, I'm not certain they will for at least another 100 years. When it comes to loyalty, men and women serve different roles. At least that's what they're supposed to do. Men show loyalty through acts of service. Women show loyalty by submitting in exchange for said services. It's a symbiotic relationship that for thousands of years seems to be forgotten, and that's when civilizations usually go to die. The comments are, has been proven that single women are happier than married ones. So choose the single life, ladies. Get a cat or a dog, we don't discriminate.
Correct.
That's a faulty stat, sweetheart. Good luck with the furry sweater and antidepressants. Can't have a leader if you can't listen. And that's exactly why women walked away. All of us men want is to be loved, appreciated, and respected, and we will give you the world.
Correct.
Interesting strategy, man, but I don't think you'll be finding it on the western end of the planet. She's listening. Half these ladies lost, but she listened. Maybe. That's why I started looking in a third world country for a partner. The mental gymnastics I used to go through during a simple conversation about the in-laws was unfathomable. Interesting. Anyway, next clip.
I won't settle, I'll just be single. My mom's single, my mom's been single, my mom raised me single, so I'll just stay single.
By the way, that's a very genetic trait. It's true. There's a book called. There's a book called. Single. No, it is. How picky you are. There's a book by Barry Schwartz, one of my mentors. He's a professor. It's called The Paradox of Choice. People get up when they think they have too much choice, but nobody has as much choice as you think. But it's genetic. Some people, he calls them maximizers or satisficers. Maximizers are always looking for better, and they're not going to settle till they find the best. Satisficers realize time is short, and so it's like you got to marry something, especially for giving birth to babies. Like for men and women, you got to pop them out because nature don't give a shit about culture.
All right, the Lamborghini boy is using a lot of entrepreneurial lingo, so I'll translate. Single moms raise single moms. This woman, unlike a lot of chicks we see here on Manguide, is just saying the quiet part out loud. She was raised by a woman who lacked loyal fiber, and so she adopted a lifestyle that emulates the same exact thing. And the result will be wrinkles and cats, and maybe an empty Tinder profile. It's hard to say what kind of crazy will manifest, but it'll undoubtedly be just that. Crazy. Here are the top comments, boys. Blah, blah, blah. Single mothers raise single mothers. Yep, exactly what I was thinking. 304 mothers raise 304 daughters. It is at this point a tale as old as time. Stop shaming people for wanting to be single. It's their choice. It's not about being single, man. It's about what one does when they are single. And this chick is racking up a body count, no question. What are you called if you try to get as many people pregnant as possible? A Chad. I don't see a problem with keeping your standards and choosing to be single if you don't meet the guy. Guys be triggered by women wanting to be single is hilarious. It is, but not for the reasons you might think, lady. Next clip.
Your future husband is never going to be the guy who leaves.
I have a question for my married girlies. Go in the other room and turn the volume down. Is the man that you marry your absolute soulmate? Is it the man that just sets you on fire, the most passionate, intense love, literally the love of your life? Or is the man that you marry just the person that you settle for because he was safe and would make a good husband? Let me know in the comments.
Jesus, these chicks look like something out of a Tim Burton movie. Regardless, if this short clip isn't an example of a damaged compass, I don't know what is. I mean, this woman just came out and said that safe and stable is a red flag. This is exactly what people mean when they say chicks are dominated by a sense of boredom. And sometimes that's all it takes for some of them to put an end to a family life and to ruin everything, all because TikTok told them to do so. Here are the comments. I heard once that your soulmate won't give you butterflies or set your soul on fire because when you're with them, it feels right, like they've always been there. This is true, and it's also why arranged marriages are always more effective. It has to be practical, not romantic. We settle for y'all, ma'am.
Yeah, romance can build. Practicality and culture and life goals are the more important thing. If you guys can come together on those things, attraction can build.
Men marry who's in front of them. Okay, but I mean, a bit of a mixed bag, buddy. You should never settle in that way, and marrying in the West at all is a death sentence. I never understood the term settled. Who settles for stability, comfort, and someone who cleans up the house? Sounds like a deal for me.
Yeah.
That makes 1 out of 5 million. Wives think they weren't settled for? You think you're really his dream woman for real? They always do. Another one.
Ladies.
Yes?
If he's not offering to pay for your manicure pedicure.
And why exactly should he be paying for that? One's own personal beauty maintenance should be one's own personal responsibility.
Really, what is he doing with that money?
Oh, I think I know the answer to this one. He could be paying his bills, paying his rent or his house payment, saving away for his retirement. You know, doing something useful with his money.
Because you deserve your nails done. And he should be paying.
Is anyone else getting the feeling that a lot of these so-called independent women really aren't independent at all?
They're just broke.
And if he hasn't gotten the hint by now, just send him this video. Just give him a little sign. A wake-up call.
Well, that'll be quite a wake-up call. Quite a doozy, in fact, I'd imagine. Just imagine.
I'm sure she'll wake up single.
Imagine getting sent this video only to realize that you're not actually with someone who wants to be with you because of who you are, but what they can get out of you, sponging off of you so that they can get the things paid for that they want. What a great way to find out that one is not in a great relationship.
Unfortunately, it was all too common, not too long ago. See, this is the problem with the loyalty collapse. Women don't want power as much as they want the illusion of power. They love the idea of being a girl boss in the corner office on the hill, but as soon
They don't like the work that it's required.
as they get it, they're miserable. Why? Because they aren't wired for it. So now, women are just walking contradictions with no real direction. And trying to tame that is as foolish as running after a kickball that gets sucked into a tornado. Nobody wins. So the comments are, why isn't she paying for my gym membership and protein and supplements? Drizzle drizzle. Feel sorry for men in the dating game today.
She needs to be paying for my car?
Don't, man. None of the real men are left. Only simps. Who raised these entitled punks? Oh, I know
Single
this
mothers.
one. Single moms. She belongs to the streets. She's so close. Just needs a little push. Gentlemen, if she doesn't pay your gym membership and all the protein and stuff in your gym outfit, just dump her. I don't know which one said it first, but I like where you're going with it. After all, the best response at this point is to troll and laugh. Save your money, y'all. Next clip.
We've all heard the question, what are you bringing to the table? For years. So when they're asking this question to women, they are not asking for the same reasons. Men do not care what you have in your purse. They are asking, what kind of woman are you? Now that this question is being posed to women, it is exposing all of the women who really have no real character, because that's why they're upset. He just wants to know, are you agreeable? Are you peaceful? Do you like to cook? Can you keep a clean house? Do you want children? How do you feel about family? Do you involve people in your relationships? Do you go toe to toe with your men? How is your mouth when you're in an argument?
Every now and then, there's
girl.
clarity. See, what women don't understand is that these statements aren't set in stone. They're more like litmus tests, fun ways to figure out how a woman will be long-term based on their response to the open question. Of course, there's validity in the inquiry, but the main goal is to see if the chick being asked is completely unhinged. And unfortunately, it's a yes 99.99% of the time in the modern world.
I was like, what do you bring to the table? Every time.
The comments are, finally, a woman that gets it. One would hope. Within the last 3 years, she's the first I've heard that actually gets it. Damn. It's more rare than finding platinum on the side of a Midwestern river.
Damn.
This important PSA was brought to you by the Pick Me Association. Thank you for listening. And that's what I'm afraid of, or more accurately, what I suspect.
Again, she's an older lady that knows better than you. Some young woman calls her a pick-me. Again, no respect for adults or elders, people that know better than you. Yes, not every adult knows better than you, but most adults have experienced more life than you.
However, it's better that women talk about this out of desperation than have a bunch of chicks on LonelyFans acting like they're Warren Buffett. How is your mouth when you arguing? No idea, but there's no way any of us would risk it. Honestly, I don't want a man to ask me that. I want him to ask God. Go in prayer about me. See what he has to say about me, because even though I can run off a list as long as the Declaration of Independence, I still might not be the one for you. I'm confused, and I don't care. Next.
I am learning that I need somebody who can, for the lack of better words, put me in my place.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Put me in my place.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
And it doesn't mean, he's going to come home and beat me, because I think that's where people's minds go to. But he needs to have very strong boundaries.
Yes.
Because I find a lot of Western men don't have strong boundaries.
Yes.
So it's just like, whatever you say goes. And I can't have that, because I know myself, I will lose respect for you. If you can't say no to me,
100%.
I will lose respect.
Oh dear, here we go again.
I know
Welcome
myself.
to
Then fix yourself, dumbass.
World of, I want to be led but not controlled. Let me get a glittering shower in Dubai, but please be there when I'm ready to talk about it. Be my rock, but let me go out to the club. Fellas, we're entrenched in an era where women talk about everything they desire, but when they look at the rule book, suddenly nothing makes sense. The comments for this one are, it's a trap. He's so controlling, I'm strong and independent. Boom, gold star for you. When you put women in their place, they say this man is toxic.
Correct.
Yep, the mental gymnastics has become an Olympic event, one that persists every season. There's no right answer, gents, and there's no way we're going to try and figure it out. Not enough time. If you can't say no to me, are you a child? Where are your own boundaries? Sure you're not looking for a father? It's hard to say, but in a lot of cases, that would be correct. The issue with this line of thinking is that these chicks will submit when the guy they described comes along. The odds are they met that person and did everything they could to burn him. It's a vicious cycle. Moving on.
Imagine one day you wake up in your marriage and you realize you want out. You no longer want to be in the marriage, except you realize the home that you live in is not in your name. The car you're driving is not in your name. The phone you use is not in your name. You don't have a bank account in your name. You have nothing that you actually own. How do you then leave? You can't. This is financial abuse, and this is what keeps you trapped in a marriage.
Gentlemen, I bring you the latest model of the modern woman, riddled with paranoia and constantly looking for ways to blow everything up before making a dramatic exit.
Correct.
The comments are, "You're literally what's wrong with modern women, LOL." Every word makes this comment stronger. Feminism at its finest. When you come to the table with nothing. It's called you didn't seem to contribute to a thing, and he probably felt like you financially abused him by using him your entire marriage. Nope, it's called not being accountable. Amen. Next clip.
You must have been miserable to deal with.
A sweet ending to the feminist love story. The comments are, might be the OF. It's because you're only worth $9.99 a month. He found your...
I think he would have rather pay that than dinner.
OF. Just another scripted, need for validation money grab trend. All these insipid debutantes are not being ghosted.
Yep.
We all know why. We certainly do. Ladies, you wanted the carousel instead of stability. This is the price. You have to live with it. As always, I wish you tremendous success.
It's like they never realize, none of that's in your name because you earned none of it. You didn't earn anything. You just married and he took care of everything. They never say that part of things. Oh, he finally let you abuse it. No, he took care of you, you childlike mofo, for how long? And then you decided you wanted to leave and be on your own. Congratulations. Have at it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.